Now, look, although I don't show it a lot on my channel, I play a lot of TF2, and I've seen a video that has quote-unquote evidence that Fatmagic is cheating when he really isn't. Specifically, this video right here, it's gotten a bunch of traction, and I just thought I'd want to go over the actual, the video itself, review it, and tell you guys why I think, personally, that Fatmagic is not cheating. And yeah, let's just get right into it and discuss about the number one thing, and that is the pyro aim lock. So, I've been playing this game for, God, it's been almost 10 years, Jesus. But I've come across aimbots during that time, and I know, I've seen how they tend to act when targeting other players. So I'm just going to shut up and let this play through.
Most prominently in this one, where I show a clip of him using the Huntsman and subsequently appearing to aim lock onto a pyro through the wall.
Let's go over why I think that this is not really truly an aim lock, because okay, so let's go through slowly. Alright, so as we could see, he aim locks onto the pyro's body. Yeah, okay. So far, looking so good. But then we go by frame here, and we see that he goes to the tip of the pyro's Dragon Fury, and he actually does a more close-up shot here. And yeah, there it is right there. It literally locks onto the Dragon's Fury. I've seen aimbots in my time, as I said before. This, to me, is not an aim lock. It's not an aim lock, not an aimbot, because if it was an aimbot, and if he was using the sniper with the Huntsman, it would lock onto the pyro's head, not the body. And not only that, but it would definitely not lock on to the Dragon's Fury, the weapon itself. And to me, this is just good game logic, because as we can see here in the video, there's a little doorway that leads to this area out here. So there is going to be someone walking through there most of the time, and it's just good game sense and map knowledge. I mean, I really don't see the issue here. So that's the first part done and over with. That's my thoughts on why I think that this part right here is not proof of him cheating. And I said this part because I got like 4 other parts to go through, because they're all just not really good evidence in my opinion. I'm sorry. I thought you guys thought this was the end of the video. It's not. So we're gonna go over to the second thing that I want to talk about, and that is the silent aim that he does. And I'm also gonna go through why I don't think this is not a proof of him being a closeted cheater either. So yeah, let's just get into it.
I'm going to start with the most obvious clip in his video, the part at 740 where he headshots a spy, despite his crosshair being nowhere near the head hitbox.
Just checking. Notice how often I do 180s. Also, I don't know how the hell that hit. Like, what was that?
Alright, so obviously, this is not an aimbot. I say obviously, but I'm going to explain it here. So, alright, look at the movement. Now, to the average person, that would look kind of fishy, but this guy gives another close-up here. And if we go frame by frame, we can see that he does, in fact, go over the spy's chin. Now, for those that don't know, the hitboxes in TF2, for characters and all that, they're not round, they're rectangular. Like, they're rectangles on a body. With the Huntsman, arrow, and all that, they have, like, 2 different rectangles. One for projectiles, and one for hit-scan weapons. And the Huntsman, well, it's not the Huntsman, the sniper rifle is a hit-scan weapon. And the chin, as you can see here, like, let me get a more clear shot here. He goes over the chin, and the chin is still part of the head hitbox. And the reason why this looks fishy, why he got the headshot, is because in TF2, there's client-side information, and there's also lag compensation as well. So, if we put those two into account, it could be that Fatmagic has a little bit of ping on his side of the server, and even though he got the spy where he originally was, if we keep playing it frame by frame here, we can see that it's where the spy's actual body is, when in fact he shot him right here. Because if we go back a bit and see where the head hitbox is and line it up with the actual headshot, we can see that it's at around roughly the same area. keep an eye on this blood splatter here. Well, yeah, I'm doing. Yeah, see, it's at around roughly the same area where the spy is. So this is not proof of an aim lock or aimbot for the head for the sniper, or silent aim. I mean, silent aim. My bad. I mean, this shit happens in TF2 all the time. It's happened to me. It's happened to you. It's happened to that one free-to-play scout on 2 Fort that he got an unlucky headshot on. Yeah, this is just not proof at all. And we are gonna move on to the the third part here, and that is the SMG aim. I've actually seen Seriamon's video on this as well, so this is kind of a follow-up to his video. Not really, but I'm just getting my thoughts out there, so I'm not trying to copy him, I promise. This is just my opinions on why I think he's not cheating, and if you guys want to see Seriamon's video, go check that out. It'll be in the description. He does a better job at explaining stuff better than I do. So yeah, let's just get right into this silent SMG aim.
Yeah, like you don't have to be like this thorough, to be honest.
This here applies to why I think lag compensation is a big part of this, because if we play the actual video, I'm gonna start playing it in slow motion from now on, because playing it frame by frame is kind of stupid. Let's play it at 0.5 so you guys could get a better look at it with the slow mo he's done on top of it. As we could see, the actual shots are hitting, obviously, and one of the big points that he goes to is the fact that this shot right here, you can see that there's a blood splatter on here. Now, personally, I do not personally. This is actually also confirmed because, as we can see, oh, excuse me, the collision for the fucking hurt box is over here. Well, oh my god, okay, I'm having a tough time trying to explain this. What's happening is that due to lag compensation, the SMG shots are firing where they're supposed to be, and the blood splatter is getting drawn over here because it's trying to load in 2 at a time when the engineer is already over here. Because here, let's go on ahead and play this frame by frame again. I know it's getting really upsetting, but just bear with me because this actually is kind of important. Look at this area right here. Notice that there is a blood splatter that appears right there. And notice that this one is about to form up. Just give it a moment. There it is. I believe that is lag compensation because that blood is being drawn roughly where the engineer's actual model is. Like right here. Because as we can see, the blood drawn on the model is not there. And if we play it again, we can see that the blood appears at roughly this area where the blood splatter was. So yes, this does add to the fact that I do think that lag compensation plays a huge part in this. And if we play the video in full speed, we can actually see that he indeed does miss 2 shots. And they do hit the ground. There's a brief period right here where he just misses. And we can see that little pellets form on the ground. Like right there. Yeah. So, yes, this is lag compensation because the engineer's hurt box is over here, the bottle's over here, and he does miss 2 shots in between, which leads to him missing those couple shots. Right there. Did you guys catch that? There was no damage numbers up there at all. Here, let me play this in slow motion again. Look at that. It says 95 right there. And if I were to go into playback speed and 0.5, as we can see, the damage number appears right around that area. So yeah, lag compensation is playing a huge part into why this indeed does look kind of fishy. Now I move on to the 4th bit where he discusses about the headshot on that sniper in Badwater. I think it's Badwater. I don't remember the map's name too well. Yeah, this right here, to me, proves that he is not cheating. Because it's just, we'll get into it in a moment.
which is why I am supplementing this part with multiple examples. As you can see by this clip, a mere 6 seconds after, at 3:59, his crosshair placement is at the absolute edge of the sniper's head hitbox.
This goes back to what I was saying in the first part of this video about the pyro. This is, to me, it's just good game knowledge. Game and map knowledge. Because he's pre-aiming down the sight line, and obviously there's going to be someone standing there. There's going to be someone standing there, whether it be a sniper, an engineer walking by, a heavy, God knows who, and it makes sense to pre-aim in that area to get a glimpse of who is coming and going as a sniper and pick off the most important target. If a medic walks by, you pick him. If you see a spy that's disguising or goes invisible, boom, headshot him. This makes sense to me. And the reason, again, that this looks fishy is because of lag compensation. See, the sniper moved, but due to what is going on the server client side, his hurt box was originally over here, and the server rewinds it, the hurt box, back to where it was. All you see are the models moving. The hurt boxes take like, I'd say like a second to actually go to where they're supposed to be with actual people in the server. Against bots, it's really accurate, but against actual people, the server has to calculate what's going on. So for it to rewind the hurt boxes back to where they should be, and for them to take a second to pretty much go up to where they should be, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me. And there is another thing that I want to get into, and that is the fucking zigzag pattern that he does. And this is not really that much of a this is going to continue on from this part, but this is not evidence to me. To me, this is just how people aim. We have different ways of aiming our fucking sniper rifles. We have different ways of aiming for heads, for bodies, all that stuff. I, myself, do flick shots a lot of the time. This guy, he does that, but I do flick shots most of the time, and I suck at them. But notice how Fatmagic here does like a little circular motion. I don't think that's an indicator of an aimbot, because this looks really human. This looks natural to me. Because, again, as we could see, his dot goes straight over the soldier's head. And he gets a headshot. Right there, where the head originally was. So yes, this is the lag compensation stuff. But there is one last part I want to get into before I end this video off. And that final part is being the evidence that he got from other cheaters and all that. I don't think that using cheaters is a reputable source, because these guys these guys love attention. They love ruining people's reputation and fun. And am I being a hypocrite by giving them the attention they deserve? Of course I am. But this is important, because this is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like slander, trying to ruin someone's reputation, which is against the laws, by the way. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's just, let's go over the first bit of evidence here, and massive quotes on that. And, let's just take a look at it. So, as we can see here, this guy is criticizing the fucking pattern that he does, and again, it's up to people's muscle memory. We've seen how Fatmagic plays. We've seen what he does. He's made some sus-looking shots, but we know that he's legit, because there are times where he actually misses his shots. And he doesn't have a fucking aimbot locked onto anybody. And he's got good game, map, and situational awareness around him. He's got a good pair of headphones, which is crucial for spies, by the way. Turn your volume up. But yeah, he's just criticizing the Z pattern that he does, which I didn't show, but it is one thing that he was criticized for doing. And the other one here is the one about the frame that I talked about earlier about the soldier. As I've shown, he does indeed go over the soldier's head, and due to the ping that he has, it was delayed. So there is no way that this was not an aimbot. This just wasn't. And the last one, I can't believe he fucking fell for this. This last one, he says that this was by the server, but if we look at the name, it's by an actual person who's cheating. This person is cheating with... And if Fatmagic was using his own version of Nitro, which is cheat software for TF2, he would know what it is. But this is not proof, man. This is just not definitive proof to me. I'm in the camp that, aside from what he said at the beginning of the video, where it was planned to make him look like it was cheating and bait people, that was a little weird. I think he probably could have rephrased that a little better, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I've looked through the footage ever since this came out, and I truly do believe that Fatmagic is not cheating. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this whole situation, this whole bullshit that's happening. If something does come out, then I will rightfully eat my words, and I will say you were right. But so far, there's just nothing that proves that he is cheating. I have been playing this game for almost 10 years. I've seen bullshit happen in this game due to source spaghetti and ping from other players. I got headshot through a fucking wall, and I didn't even see the sniper. No, I'm not joking. And that person was not cheating either, because they were not getting headshots left and right. They were not getting body shots. That was the first time that person has ever killed me. And we were not in a casual server. I don't think they even got kicked either. Like, they just had bad ping. They shot me through a wall. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Sariamon's video will be linked in the description, as well as this guy, so you can judge for yourself. What's his name? VenusianRapper. How do you pronounce that? But yeah, just that's all from me. Have a great day, night, morning, evening, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.